How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of a pastry-ish stout time. Barrel-aged, mind you, in the form of Monday Night Brewing. It's their Situational Ethics. This is a Praline. I've never had a Praline, actually, but it's a Praline Imperial Stout, aged in maple cognac barrels. Say, what, son? Yeah, it's a stout aged maple cognac barrels with hazelnut pecans, or pecans, whatever you want to call them, cocoa nibs, and vanilla. Vintage number 1. It says on here, Situational Ethics is a series of decadent imperial stouts, each aged in a different barrel. This bottle is a maple cognac barrel aged version with hazelnuts, pecans, cocoa nibs, and vanilla beans added. Yeah. 13.8. She's a sipper. Done. Let's crack in this sucker. There you go. Not a big hiss. Bottles filled like to the max. You don't see a lot of people fill bottles like that. So, first things first. Monday night sent this to me, just so you guys know, full disclosure. And that is motor oil. Yeah, label-wise, I always dig their labels. I like the art design, very, very bright and frowdy. I've said that pretty much every time. The labels are like super linen. Something about them. I dig them. Anyway, yeah, beer-wise, that be Doc. Rich, like my coffee to look like colored head, super tight compact bubbles, and motor oil blue blocker level darkness in that sucker. See if we get a nose. Oh my god. That's a pastry stout in a very adulty kind of way. Because you're getting the maple. You're getting this kind of cool. It's not so much, and this is the cool part about it. It's like, it smells like a super high-end dessert. So it doesn't smell like, and I guess praline, if this is what praline tastes like, I've never had one, but if this is what it is, I want to eat it all. So it smells like vanilla and like a chocolate cream, maple syrup, coffee, like if you like grated some powdered coffee on there, and then like drizzled it with like a cognac syrup. Not necessarily cognac booziness, but if you actually reduced down cognac, added a little bit of sugar, and made it into like kind of like a confectionery kind of desserty kind of syrup. That's kind of what I'm getting off of this beer. Yeah, the maple's at a head. The cognac is at a head, but not in a boozy way, in a very desserty way. Yeah, it is to the max pastry level stuff. Not getting much beer there. It's very much adjunct forward, so we're going to see what it's like when we actually dive into the taste. But, man, that nose is killer. Let's dive in. Cheers. See, that's cool. That's cool. The reason why is because it tastes like beer. Sure. You're getting all those adulty flavors. It's almost like you're kind of taking all that stuff like I got on those. At least what I'm getting is taking all that maple syrup, that cognac that's not all that boozy. You're taking the vanilla, that spiciness, a little bit of that nuttiness, all that stuff, but you're mashing it into one thing, like a base. Like it's all cohesive. It's not individual flavors. So like a blended together kind of dessert, and that is the adjunct. That combination, rather than individual bits and pieces, that combination is what this beer is rested on. What it is done. So instead of throwing pecans and hazelnuts and whatever you want to throw in there, you know what I mean? Like all those things, instead of being individual bits and pieces, they're kind of melded together, blended together, and then that's what the beer is aged on. And that's a pretty cool thing. And with how vibrant and how aggressive those kind of adjuncts are on the nose, to where it pretty much just cancels out any beer portion of the show. You're just really not getting much, if any, beer on the nose. You do get a nice kind of imperial stout base off it. There's a nice roasted malt. There's a really nice mouthfeel. It's not nearly as sweet as you would think it'd be. I think that's a little kind of trick. Barrel char, roasted malt bitterness, maybe even a little bit of that booziness coming through, both from the beer and the cognac itself, kind of drawing it out, not making it as sweet. So it doesn't get as nearly as sweet, not even close, because in the nose it's straight sugar. It is going to be all the desserts are belong to you kind of thing, but it just doesn't get there, which is really cool. It has a really beautiful mouthfeel, almost like I think I said this about the other one I did from these guys. They sent me 3. I'll probably post them all at the same time, but it has this kind of super Imperial porter kind of mouthfeel to it, so it has this kind of fluffy creaminess going on. Yeah, that's tasty. That's good stuff, man. I like this. Yeah. Yeah, the way that cognac works with that maple. Well, it's this maple cognac barrel, so I don't know if it's a maple barrel or cognac barrel or something they aged maple syrup in, a cognac barrel and age it and whatever it is. It's magic. So, yeah, this is probably, let's cut to that chase. Is this one of the better adjunct barrel-aged stouts that I've had as of late? Yes. I mean, this is like a pastry lover's dream here. This is the dessert beer. But the best part about it is, and I'll keep banging on it because it's my favorite part about the beer, is that, well, 2 parts. One, it's still beer, so it's very adjunct heavy, but it still drinks like beer. But 2, it doesn't get too sweet. All these kind of German chocolate cupcake, peanut butter cup, fucking red velvet, this, that, and the other thing, kind of pastry stouts end up coming more like dessert than beer. This gives you a lot of those bold and rich kind of dessert kind of noses and flavors and all those bits and pieces, but still makes itself drinkable because it's not that crazy sweet, and that I very much appreciate. Value and availability, I think Monday night's decently readily available. I know this stuff does hit the shelves, but as far as the base availability, I don't know. Like I said, these guys sent them to me, so it is what it is, and leave you with, if you like what? Will you like this? If you like pastry stouts, if you like barrel-aged stouts, if you like pralines, apparently, if you like cognac, if you like cognac and maple syrup more specifically, if you like these big adjunct-heavy Imperial stouts, but you always think they come off a little bit too sweet. I'm looking at you, Florida. Come off a little bit too sweet. You want something a little bit more kind of palatable, but still a beer, but also just fun as hell. That boy will do you. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little Monday night. Yeah. Delicious pastry jams right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.